Good afternoon, and hello, hockey and basketball fans. My name is David. What I would do is, sorry, uh, on this Friday afternoon, 1:25 North American Eastern Time. So what I would do is just sort of try to have some technical difficulties with the laptop internet. It's going to try to get the internet to run. So I do apologize for that. Just going to do that. It's going to talk about, it's going to put up the latest NBA and NHL standings as of the respective league websites. Just going to, do that. Just going to do that. So just while I wait here, we're going to talk about the Canadian NBA and NHL teams, including the very much struggling Winnipeg Jets. So, I mean, there are quite a few articles on the at least two I could find on YouTube. Was it Time to Panic? From Daily Face-Off, and for the Hockey Guy YouTube man. I'm gonna see if I can post links to those after this video is over. So now what I'm gonna do is just gonna first go to. Just give me a moment here. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Yeah. Sorry for the difficulties here. Just all I would do is just. Alright, just gonna try to use wires less tangled. Just try to so that. Just gonna. Just have a little bit. Alright, so what I'll do is just. What I'm just going to do is look at the latest standings of the Eastern Conference. We can see here these Raps have lost 2 straight games. On Monday was to the Nuggets over in Denver, in Colorado, Ball Arena. And Wednesday Eastern Time, that's a game that ended on Thursday Eastern Time, given the time zone difference, against the LA Clippers. Tonight, it's against the Lakers. The Raps play. Just going to go with the schedule over here. All right, where do we go here? All right, so we're just going to go. So you go with the Raptors. So, all right, here we go here. So they really don't have loads of games between now and next week Saturday. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 games in all in the span of over a week. But they have lots of time off. So they fly home, face the Nuggets. They perhaps have to win one of these games. Because against teams in the West, they have 3 more games in a row. Then they have some games against their own conference, but enough of that. Thought I would do. Let's go to the NHL standings. You can see here, Leafs are still in relatively respectable position. I mean, they've had trouble winning games, but haven't had a lead of 2 more goals since a game 2 weekends ago against the Seattle Kraken over at Climate Pledge Arena when it was a 5-1 win. It's been a struggle since then. And that Senators are right nipping at the heels of the Pens for a wild card spot. See what happens. Hams are just kind of playing out the string, having lost 2 straight games in a shootout. Shootouts. Probably not going to get in. Look at the Oilers beating the Bruins, but barely beating them. But they're going to struggle to get in a wild card, but at least they seem to be motoring along, unlike the Jets. I'll say more about the Jets a little bit later. The Calgary Flames, kind of, well, not doing great in the last 10 points. Canucks are all the way back. They probably ain't going to make it. They're just too far back to do so. Yeah, more likely to win the Bedard lottery than actual get into a playoff spot. But again, what can you do? It's just been the way things have gone for the Canucks these days. But what I would do is, let's see about the last 10. How various Canadian NHL teams have done. How many points they've earned. So what I would do is go to the last 10. So I'll just do it by the league standing here. So the Sens and Leafs have the lead with having earned 14 points over the last 10 games. Followed closely by the Oilers and Canucks at 13 points apiece. So let's go to where fifth is. We have 10 points earned by the Flames. 8 by the Habs. And just 6 by the Jets. Not very good. How do you go to about games to be played by various Canadian teams at least between now and next week. Maybe I'll go into next week into the second weekend from now, which is the 18th, 19th weekend. It's going to. All right, let's give me a moment here. Jesus, what's going on here? Please excuse me while I deal with some technical issues. Just gonna do that. Alright, so we are now at the 10th of March. Eastern time. This is interesting because we have there's one game, a Flames home one against the Ducks, being hosted. Now, featuring a Canadian team. So what I thought I would do is in the meantime, just gonna go and see about the Sportsnet schedule. If it's only on Sportsnet West, which is which means it's probably gonna be blacked out for any viewers outside the Sportsnet West viewing region, or in which case, NHL Center Ice will be the way I go to view that game. Or if it's on Sportsnet West and at least one other Sportsnet channel, in which case the moment of truth is going to come. So it's going to be the 1400s. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to you. Alright, so moment of truth is about to come. Let's see here. Have the Hawks and Panthers on 3 Sportsnet channels that have the Ducks and Flames on. We got Canadian teams. Sportsnet's a Canadian TV network. They have it on those? I don't understand. Let's see if it's on NHL Center Ice, and it appears to be. Which it kind of sucks. Looks like it's going to be blacked out. What can you do, though? Alright, now back to here. Going to go to the Saturday games. 3 played by various Canadian teams. Always going to be busy here. Alright, so we have the Jets, Habs, Oilers, Leafs, Sens, and Canucks in action. On there, Calgary Flames. So Sunday, Eastern Time, games start then. We have Sens and Flames in action. Sens, Flames, Jets. And, well, that's it. Monday, we have the Leafs and Habs in action on among Canadian teams, Canadian initial teams. And then Tuesday, we have, well, to be determined, the broadcasters. Alright, we have Canucks, Sens, Oilers, Flames, Jets, and Habs. Okay, so we have 6 Canadian teams in action. I don't know how many of those games I'm going to watch because just so many teams. This will be very hard to pick, but again, what are you going to do? That's the way things are as a follower of Canadian teams. So yeah, all teams for Canada except the Leafs will be in action. Go to Wednesday, we have the Leafs in action. And that's it for our Canadian teams. Thursday, we have the Habs, Sens, Jets, Oilers, Canucks, and Flames in action. So all non-Leafs Canadian teams in action on Thursday. Games start Thursday Eastern Time. And then we go to the Leafs in action again. But no other Canadian team. And Saturday, Leafs are away against Sens, so that's 2 Canadian teams. Jets, Oilers, Habs, Flames, and Canucks. I don't know. I'm going to watch all those games. All 7 Canadian teams in action on that day. I'm not going to go to the 20th of March, but I thought I would just stop there. Have the Canucks and Jets in action on that Sunday, Easter time. Canucks on the road, starting a little bit later. Well, it's a weekend game, so it can be a little bit earlier. So I'm going to just go back to the March here. So, alright, so it's been kind of turbulent for the Habs this season. They're probably not going to make it in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Just played out the string. The Raptors have struggled a little bit with consistency, trying to get games when they take leads and then they blow them. Kind of like this season earlier on, the blow lead Vancouver Canucks. And now we go to the Sens did come back and did win against the Kraken in regulation 5-4 after having been blown out 5-0 the other night against Hawks. Wow. I don't know if it was playing down or just thought, these Hawks aren't going to go anywhere. And I was like, they're bottom feeders, so it shouldn't be a problem. Well, it was. So yeah, it's going to be a very light night for Canadian teams. All Flames. On Saturday Eastern Time, we have all teams from Canada, bar the Flames, in action. And on Sunday, the Flames will be back in action. Sens and Jets will be in action. So yeah, so that's pretty much for the weekend. Oh man, these Jets have to win. It's Alright, so what I'm going to do is just go to videos of Canucks winning at the worst possible time. Well, the problem with the Canucks is They lost a whole bunch of games this season, so what I would do is before I go to their. Oop. Alright, so let's see how the Canucks have been. Yeah, let's go to the Canucks and see how badly they've done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Canucks season. The current Canucks season, which is. Alright. Just trying to get it going here. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do there. Just try to get this. Maybe I'll just get this on the. Oh, never mind. So I'm just going to go get the Canucks going there. Oh, come on. Alright, sorry for this. Kind of having the technical difficulties again. Alright, so let's just see. We get the mobile version because it actually shows. So far this season, the Canucks have just did have a great preseason. They started off rather badly. Better in November, December, kind of treading water. January, they struggled so badly, winning just 4, with any loss having come in regulation. February wasn't great either. March, they're on a roll, but still, it's 2 of the wins have been in extra time, so yeah, kind of playing out the string here. And yes, so when it comes to the Jets, I don't say more about that later. So because of the Sens, the Leafs have the Raps, the Jets. Edmonton Oilers are in a wild card spot, but again, it's a pretty strong position. Of course, the Oilers, keep in mind though that the Oilers need, we're gonna have to play pretty good because if they're going to remain in the wild card hunt, they got like a commanding lead over the Flames in the wild card race in the own division. Against the Preds, the Oilers are, Calgary Flames, and against the Jets have a 5-point lead. So if the Oilers continue to win, they should get in, win, and you're in. Top 4 divisional spot. Top 3 will be difficult, but again, we'll have to see what happens. Because when it comes to Western Conference, I'm just going to go back to the wild card standings for a moment. If the playoffs were to start on Friday Eastern Time, we were talking about Oilers facing the Stars squad with just 3 more points than them. The Jets would face the Golden Knights, so be kind of a little bit of a crossover. So that would be the playoff matches that will begin on this Friday. It's not clear what's going to happen. There's still a lot to be determined, unlike over in the Eastern Conference. So we're going to go here. The playoffs would begin. Yeah. The Leafs would host the Lightning for the first 2 games of that first round series. And at a minimum, the Leafs would have to play 2 games down at Amalie Arena. Let's see how that series goes. Probably going to be, the Sens are probably just too far back of Lightning to catch them. So, yeah. And the Sens are not even a playoff spot. So, when it comes to the Isles don't have the securest leads. But, again, it looks like really outside the top 7 of the Western wildcard race, there's not really any realistic chance. So we have basically Flyers, Habs, and Blue Jackets are just so too far back to have make much of a difference. So it's just really for the 7 points we have, the Wings and on up. We'll see what happens, in terms of the crossover. So far, there are two Metro Division teams in wildcard spots. That could change. Who knows? So Bruins, the opponent for the Bruins probably going to be determined, but it'll probably be the second wildcard team, almost certain to be. The Leafs are just too far back to likely make up the significant round. It could be interesting here. We have Canes and Devils in a fight for first. One of those teams probably going to finish in first, the other in second. And I mean, really, the only team in the realistic, not really any team that has. I mean, Rangers are 7 points ahead of the Penguins. So, fifth place Penguin squad. Capitals are so far back that the Rangers probably only have to worry about the Isles and really have to worry about the Pens. Because the Isles have 67 games they've played, so that means they have 15 left they need to play. And so the Isles don't have very much to move in terms of the second wildcard spot, other than to remain in it and hope they end up like the Oilers, but who knows? What I would do is, sorry that. What I would do is go to where the Canucks are winning at the worst possible time. Well, it's kind of a little late to win games. It's just more about playing for pride, which Canucks need to be doing because, well, they don't have much of a choice. What I would do is go to Winnipeg Jets. Alright, so from Daily Face-Off, time to panic. Whoops. Alright, so here we go. Probably showing a commercial, but it's just I would pause the video there. So that's time to panic from Daily Face-Off. Interesting, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and see if I can find that particular video. If there's like anything. Alright, just gonna go back a little bit here. Just give me a moment. Definitely worth it. Yeah. Make or break time. That's from the most recent episode of Jay on SportsCenter. That episode, typically hosted by Jay Onright, interviewed John Liu of TSN reporter last season for the Habs, this season for the Jets. Make or break time. Well, there's no doubt that it is. What I would do is go to Jets have turned things around. Jets lose to Wild. Hit the road. So it's a bit over 13 hours, a bit over 2 hours. So I'm not going to show the video, just to show that there are episodes out there, doing a YouTube search. Could Markstrom and the Flames get into the playoffs? Is Markstrom's game back? Well, we'll see. Because of the Jets, yeah, there's no doubt that these Flames are still, playoff hopes are still alive. Alright, so let's go to... Alright, so what we're going to do is... Let's get out. Winnipeg Jets, Kipper Bourne. Alright, so we're going to see here. Okay, what before that? We have Locked On Jets. Locked On Jets. So we have Jets are on the ropes. Will they ever win again? Alright, so now I'm going to go to the Hockey Guy YouTube, man. The Hockey Guy. Here we go. All right, so all right, never mind here. I'm just gonna go. So go to the Hockey Guy YouTube man. Jet struggles leaving door open. That was what I'm hoping for. Yeah, well worth a watch. Yeah. That would also provide. Thought I would also go to Twitter and see if I can get for the latest edition of the Real Cooper and Born show. Daytime one shown uh, on the radio via Sportsnet 590 The Fan, and throughout much of the NHL hockey season, also broadcast on Sportsnet's YouTube page. Not sure what this Friday edition of the Real Cooper and Born show is going to be. It's going to go to the Fan 590. Just going to go there, see if I can find the particular video. And so yeah, there's Chuck Fletcher GM gone. What I'm gonna do is go to where's the Winnipeg, something to do with the Winnipeg Jets. Was that something there? Maybe see if I can find it on there. Maybe it was somewhere on there. Okay, Sean Reynolds of Sportsnet. Oops. Ah. So what I would do is go to on Thursday Eastern Time episode of the Daytime Real Cooper and Born show. Sean Reynolds, very interesting segment on the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg Jets are the talk of Canada. Thinking old Leafs and where they'll get out of the first round or whatever opening round they wish to take qualified. But the biggest thing is the Jets. And if they're going to get out of it, well, who knows? It's been a rough season for the Jets. And as we all know, they got to start winning some games. Just going to recap here. Alright, they're going to go to the Friday game against the Flames. Flames win that one. Jets are in trouble. But on Saturday, the Jets play the Panthers. So they're going to have to win. And if they don't, they could be in big trouble. So against the Panthers and Lightning, so the Florida portion of the trip. So Panthers in South Florida, Lightning over on the Gulf of Mexico side, and then on Tuesday it's where are the Jets at? Oh yeah, against in the interior of North Carolina. So tour of what culturally is known as the U.S. South. So. And it's home against Bruins on Thursday Eastern Time. Friday's a break. Friday's a day off. The next week Saturday, are the Jets in action? Yes, it'll be an afternoon game in Nashville against local Preds squad. So yeah, I mean. Spending some time in the U.S. South. We have stops in Florida, North Carolina, and Tennessee in the space of under 2 weeks. What about the Sunday, 19th of March? Yeah, then it's time to shuffle on over to Eastern Missouri to face off against the local Blues squad. So it's going to be all over versus the South and the Midwest. And by the end of the third weekend of March, played a whole bunch more games. But these Jets are struggling. Can they even win one more game? I don't know. It's not looking too good, that's for sure. Definitely look forward to watching the Flames home game against the Ducks. It's the only one featuring a Canadian team. There's also the Raptors. Simultaneous broadcast. A little bit one. There was what was it? 2 days. Oh, 2 days. Lakers. So TV going to be If Canada, TSN, and the radio going to be Sportsnet. It's going to be Sportsnet 590, The Fan. I don't listen to very many sports games. There was one time with the Sens and Wings were playing, and NHL Center Ice, for some reason, didn't show that first game. Why that is, I don't know, but kind of sucked. Anyway, as I look forward to the Leafs, hopefully winning a game by at least 2 goals and scoring at least 3 against the others. Well, let's see what happens. But man, these Leafs have not done well. I mean, yeah, there have been some call-ups and all that, but we've only found one following their last multi-goal win, which was 2 weekends ago against Kraken. During which Leafs have had a lead at any point of 2 or more goals. And there's been only one prospect, one in the minors, Pontus Holmberg, who didn't really put up a point. Have to see what happens. See what the lineup is with Ryan O'Reilly out for much of the rest of March. If not the rest of this month. On that note, I'm going to say good afternoon and go Leafs go.